Good Sunday morning. How are you guys doing this morning as you come in? Hopefully my uh, notifications will go out. Uh, Getting ready this morning to hit that hustle again today. I looked up and see what Lyft was doing today, and heck, they on it again today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself together and get out here and get on that hustle. I was looking through the YouTube channel, this morning, and I'm like, man, woo, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Lord, man. I'm just looking, and I'm just, man, y'all, it's sad. It's just a sad situation. Um, mm-mm. I'm just, woo, thank God every day. Um, just for the change, man, because it's getting ugly out there. It's just getting, ugh, it's getting uglier out there, and it's sad. It's a sad situation. But be on my own beeswax. Be on my own beeswax and go do me. I was gonna be on my own beeswax and go do me. Go hustle the way I wanna hustle. Because the YouTube way of hustling, woo, nah, no longer that ain't. I just do my content the way I do my content, and then I'm gonna get out here and knock my hustle the way I want to knock my hustle. I'm having some fun. Hey, you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Well, you don't watch the channel, that's why. Um, so basically, that's what I'm doing this morning, guys. Good Sunday morning. So if you're up in the bushes and you're a friend, come on down. If you're full, just keep looking up in the rafters. And if you're a friend that wants to sit up in the rafter, hey, just chill, right? So, um, pretty much just getting myself together for this morning, getting ready to get out of here, and saw that Lyft got a lot of promos going today. Riff Lyft got a lot of promos going today. Um, they have I think one of it is $8 on top of every ride. On top of every ride today, and I think is another $6 on top of every ride today. So that's double digit all day long. Um, so that's double digit. That's not all day, each for an hour. For an hour. So every hour they have a promo, you have an opportunity to earn uh, double digits all hour. So that's a great opportunity, right? So say if your ride was $5 and they throwing six on top of that, that's $11 all day long. Uh, and if your ride's like $12 or $13, okay, we know that's what 18 to $19 all day long, right? And if you get three to four rides in that hour, you know, shoot, if you break it down and you do three rides and you get an average ride of like $7 and $7 per ride average. Like yesterday, I had four rides that uh topped out at $54 for that 1 hour. So and that the mileage I showed you guys was just only like 20 something miles. Four rides total of 20 something miles, $54, right? So you can't beat that. Good morning, alive and prosperous. How are you? So you couldn't beat uh 23 miles total, four rides, $54. That was with the $5 bonus on top, right? $5 bonus on top. So if I had a ride for, like I said, $6, that's $11 all day. So yeah, that's a great opportunity, right? So averaging with that going on, $54 for an hour, uh, averaging about, in some cases even averaging about 30 to $40 an hour throughout today. So as the weather gets warmer, Lyft is going to have more. Uh, as more things happen, weather gets warmer, more events happening. Uh, Lyft and Uber, but Lyft mainly has more traction to what they're doing. Uber does give more rides faster, I believe, but Lyft has an opportunity to also, if you focusing on Lyft, you have an opportunity to get most of those perks. With Uber, the rides will come much faster. That's my experience. The rides do come faster with Uber. Lyft, you do get more perks, but the rides don't come as fast as Uber, especially if you're in a high, where I am. I can't tell anybody else's experience, so let me tell you the experience I have in Chicago area. Um, the Uber rides do come faster, but Uber is good for throwing out trash rides as well. I call them trash rides because they'll lowball you in the beginning until the algorithm gets caught up. But um, I found Lyft offers more opportunity for to get you into the double digits, especially if you're willing to travel to the bonus areas, right? Like today, they got several bonus areas, topping everything at $8. So that means if you take a ride in a bonus area and you take that first ride at $8, which tops whatever else you get. So if you take a $20 ride, well, let's go low. Let's go a little bit lower. If you took a $10 ride in the bonus area for $8, that's $18. Now, once you take that ride in that bonus area, you can go anywhere else after that. You don't have to stay in that area. That means you can take that if you took that ride in that bonus area and you downtown today, um, every ride after that for the entire hour is $8 and above. So if the most I said average, the lowest ride people probably get is about $4, right? So or $5. So the most you can make if you get 4 rides in that hour, that's $12 times 4. If you actually get 4, what is that? That's about 40 something in that hour, right? Um, so that's a $40 hour right there. That's a big kick right there, as well. So an average, if you're out there now throughout the day, Lyft is going to be throwing out a lot more bonuses. I noticed that yesterday that they came out with a set amount. Then throughout the day, they kept adding um, bonus perks on throughout the day. So they may not have any perks published yet, but throughout the day they started throwing out perks, I guess to get more drivers out in certain areas. But most definitely um, enjoying it. Most definitely having some fun doing it. Most definitely, you know, enjoy what I'm doing. But and I only put in yesterday $20 in gas. I mean, 40 was it 20 or 40? I think total gas was $40. So that was part of what is called the part of taking care of business is also knowing even with all the money you make, you also have to take care of business. So you take out of what you make and you take the gas out. The tolls are paid back throughout the day. Also, what I realized is that even after I had finished, money kept coming in because people realized they didn't tip. People realized they did not tip, and so they people realized they didn't tip, so they went on and tipped later last night. So I heard a thing like, the notification go off. So late last night I got another $7 tip. Um and matter of fact, I got two $7 tips yesterday. And I got a $7 tip. I got a $3 tip. So the tips can be pretty. People do pay later on, or they may notice they didn't pay. So the average, so you can still earn money that you didn't think you earned. Do you can get later on as well? But yeah, that's what's happening. Um, Live and Profits. Good morning. How are you? So I'm getting ready to go up out of here. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday so far. Um, you know, it's just starting for some people. Just starting for me. Um, so yeah, just now starting. I think I gotta go to the car, get that taken care of. So that's a gold mine in your area. Yes, it is. It's definitely alive and prosperous. If I had the ability to run a couple cars in that area, man, it's I had to turn my app off. I turned down so many rides yesterday, alive and prosperous. It's crazy. It's crazy because a lot of the rides I just didn't want to take drive, and I'm just like, man, yeah, I turned down $40 rides, 20 $25 rides. I mean, I turned down so much money yesterday, just to be able to do what I wanted to do. I left a lot. You end up leaving a lot of money on the table, um if you don't chase everything, and I just don't chase everything. So I left a lot of money because I try to also, what I'm saying, it's time, and man, you just can't do it all. You just can't take all. You just can't take all the rides. And if I had stayed in the city in Chicago, I would have probably. Uh, I know for a fact. Uh, I would have probably made close to 1,000 yesterday. If I'd stayed in the city, it was no doubt in my mind. I would. That was $1,000 day, close to $1,000 days. If I'd stayed in the city and took a ride, and just run it yesterday, and if I had, made it a 12-hour day, oh, that was easy, close to $1,000 if I had made it a 12-hour day. I grew up in East Indiana. I love Chicago, but I ain't about to drive there with car service now affordable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in that area, I mean, it was crazy yesterday how many rides I just could not and would not take. And if I had, and these were rides that, okay, bam, bam. If I was just that young and just could have kept boo, boo, keep going like that, man, I know people killed it yesterday in the city. I know those. It was a boom fest for those riders. You couldn't pay for a brand new car just by driving, and you could pay for a brand new car just by driving, and you could list the vehicle at premium, or whatever they call it when you want something fancy. Yeah, a lot of people do that as well. A lot of people got those high, especially if they're looking for one of those. Like my car's Uber X, right? Um, and you got XL, and then you got the comfort cars, and that I guess they don't call them luxury anymore, but I guess they call it comfort. And they got those premium cars out there, and those guys are making money. Those are the guys that dress up in the suits and stuff, man. And yeah, they dress up in the suits and whatever they're wearing, so they look the part when they get out. And if they go into the airport and picking up these people off the off the tarmac, right? Because a lot of people don't come through the terminal. A lot of people get picked off right off the tarmac, and you got to have, I guess, special clearance for that, to go right to the tarmac and pick people up. Um, at certain airports, you don't, those people that don't come through the terminals, they get off on the tarmac, and that those car services are there to pick them up. Imagine what drivers make near Disney and in Las Vegas. Yeah, yeah. You know what? And if you live around the stadiums, like, okay, Chicago got the stadiums. They got you know, games happening. They got the theater. Imagine New York. Imagine the car services there. And you know, the competition is out there. That's the one thing. It is a competitive market now. Extremely competitive. I mean, because I guess at one time you didn't have so many drivers out there, but now the drivers are multiplying. But a lot of people are finding themselves also, um, because time has changed in the competition. It is probably harder for people to try to, um, I guess, as a young person who don't need health care, I mean, health insurance right now. But a lot of people got families. They, I don't think they can just do it by Lyft anymore like they used to. I just don't think they can. The market is too. The market is saturated with drivers now, so more competitive, which gives, when you have that type of market, Uber and Lyft can play with the rates a little bit. Um, it's out. It's it's extreme. A lot of people. The market is extremely saturated with drivers, which gives Uber and Lyft opportunity. When you got more in demand, when you have less in demand, you can play with the money a little bit. You don't give people the best. But if there were less Uber drivers and less Lyft drivers, the demand goes up, right? So money would go up for those drivers. But as long as the market is saturated right now, um, Uber and Lyft they can keep the price. They can really have the prices in their court, right? Because people are driving, and so uh, there's too many drivers out there now, which means that Uber and Lyft, again, as I said, don't have to really negotiate the way they could negotiate. If there was less drivers and more demand for drivers, yeah, they would push up the percentage rate. They don't have to push the percentage rate up any further because the demands are not there. They got too many drivers, you know? And which now makes people that want to drive full time, if they have a family, I don't think they could really do it without having a second job. I don't think it could exist as a primary for a person with a family trying to take care of family. But for those that are probably just doing it for supplemental income, or a young person or a single person, they probably can. They probably can. Living at their means, or just living, taking care of their budget. And if they just earning it, yeah, I think they can do pretty good. I think they can manage with the extra income as supplemental income and not a primary source of income. But it could be a primary source of income. I know everybody say, "Well, you talking so much about this," because man, for me personally, if I see something good and has a potential of being good for somebody that's probably just chilling at home or just doing, just hey, you know what? And they're not afraid to get in the car and drive a little bit, and you get to pick the hour, the time, the day, and how long. You don't even, you can just get in your car and say, I'm gonna drive for an hour, and bam, I'm done. You know, you can get in your car and say, well, you know what? I'm just gonna drive 2 hours a day. An hour. Oh, I quit. Oh, I ain't doing no more today. That's the beauty of it, right? Is being able just to say, hey, you know what? There is no obligation to nobody else. I get to go out here. There's an opportunity to make this kind. You get to examine what's out there. That's the best part. You get to examine what's out there. You get to look at the map. You get to choose what is convenient for you. Um, you know, if you don't mind the hustle and bustle of a downtown, riding around downtown somewhere, yeah, that may be a good 2 hours where you can make um 150 bucks, um, or maybe even more, according to what's going on in an hour, right? So that's why I'm talking about it, because you never know who's like thinking, man, I really want to make some extra money. I want to do this. I don't know what to do. Maybe until you figure out what you want to do, you can do that, right? So I'm just, excited to share, because I know there are a lot of people probably sitting on here that probably saying, what can I do right now? Um, and even if you don't do that, some people like doing DoorDash and what is it? Uber Eats and DoorDash and Instacart. Um, you know, uh, um, because they don't mind getting up out of the car and walking up to people's houses, and that's another lucrative way people are supplementing their income as well. Is you know, is doing that as well. So some people don't like people in the car, and that's understood. So another way some people are doing it is through just door dashing, or grocery shopping. Instacart. You going in, you like to grocery shop. That's just not me. That's just not who I am and what I want to do. So it's something out there for everybody, especially um, maybe you don't, um, you know, maybe that's something else you like to do. Maybe you don't want to be in the office, another office all day long, you know. So yeah. So it does beat me. It does beat this foolishness out here. Like I said, no stress, no cursing, no tearing down. I ain't gotta do none of that, right? It's just a stress free environment, unless you go downtown, and then you get to realize, oh, I don't want to be down here. I guess that's the most stress. If I would say, it's just going downtown and for a minute, and but other than that, it's uh it's definitely a it's definitely a hoot. I'm trying to break down the times online and the hours, because drive online time is 8 hours, right? But that's not the actual time that you're driving. You're not actually driving for 8 hours. I think once you average it out, the drive times will always kind of be lower than the time online, because the time online is the amount of time you have your computer on, right? Time online, but the actual drive time is somewhat less than the time online. Um, you're not actually driving all 8 hours. Sometimes you just might be just waiting. You might just be chilling somewhere waiting, or you might just have your app on, just watching and monitoring. Now, who gets you on that is Uber. Uber gets you on that, because Uber, if you just got your app on, um, and they send you rides, they count it as Uber. I think used to count that as a cancel or as no a non-accept. Uh, and Uber kind of like, oh, okay, we sent you an offer, and you didn't accept. They'll you know they, well, it'll be your acceptance rate. That's what it'll be. Cause my acceptance rate is very low with Uber, and I don't care. Cause I'll have my app on, and I'm looking, and I'm like, nah. So I'll just be chilling sometimes, looking at the app, seeing if I want to go out there. I remember how many taxi drivers now drive Uber out. Look, you got a lot of taxis still out there. You still got people getting in taxis. Um, yeah, you still got a lot of, especially in the city. I don't see too many taxis out here in the suburb, but in the city, you do have a lot of taxis still going on. And taxi drivers are rude. I've encountered taxi drivers before they had Uber and Lyft, especially in Chicago. Man, there's some rude people, man. But I'm pretty sure they're driving Lyft and Uber now too, probably off the clock or wherever they're not. But yeah, yep. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that they still out there. I mean, I think the last time I took a taxi was probably, man, 2015, 2016. Yeah, I mean, that was many years ago. I think the last time I actually got in a taxi had to be between 2015 and 2016. An actual taxi, yeah. Between 2015 and 2016, that was some years ago that I got into a taxi. And I remember it. My car wasn't working, and I took a taxi to work. And I think that taxi to work was like $20 to work, 20 something dollars to work. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I prefer driver service anyway now. Like when I'm traveling, when I'm out of town, I like driver services as well. Um, I use Uber and Lyft a lot when I'm going to the airport. I don't. I used to take my car to the airport, and I realized um, instead of parking my car in the lot and then having, I still got to pay for the time the car's in the lot. I still got to, yeah, I got to still pay for the time the car sits in the lot, especially if I'm going for a length of time. So I figured out, okay, if you're going to leave your car in the lot for this length of time, now it cost me a few more dollars, but I just don't like the hassle of having to, okay, get off the plane, go through the airport, get a shuttle to the parking lot, wait on the shuttle, get a shuttle, go to the parking lot. When I can just get off the plane, have my driver wait, have the driver there, get in the car and go. And the same thing with going to the airport is that just drop me off in front of the terminal. Let's go. Excuse me. So that's what I like. Just drop me off in front of the terminal. We good, you know. And yeah, I like that. I like to make it easy now instead of just now. Will I drive to the airport if I want to? Yeah, but for the past few times I've traveled, I just Uber or Lyft to the airport. I think the last 4 times I traveled, flown. I just take a Lyft or Uber to the airport and back. Now it was costly. I think average going to the airport was about probably anyway from could be anywhere from like $60 maybe. I'm thinking about 60, or almost like and close to about almost to 100 coming back. I guess it's the time of day too. I guess it's the time of day as well. But I know it costs. I know it costs. It costs. Good morning, Sinead Barnes. How are you? How are you? Good Sunday morning. Good Sunday morning. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday morning. I know a lot of people are in and out. Uh, but I'm getting ready to start my day, um, uh, and see what's out. And yeah, about to start my day, y'all. About to start my day. Gonna grab me a cup of coffee, a cup of Joe, as they would say, and shoes. Yep. God, it's already Sunday, y'all. What happened to Saturday? What happened to Friday night? Sunday already. We gotta go. We're back in the beginning again. It's already Sunday. Yep. 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 Well, I didn't come out here to be out here for long, guys. Just letting you guys know about to start my day. Come to say good morning. Wish you all well for the day. Have a blessed day. Have an awesome day. Um, enjoy your day. Make the best of it. Uh, yes, Sinead. Make the best of it. Um, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being members of the Justice League. I appreciate it so much. Um, yeah, yeah. It's been a journey here, and I'm gonna continue it. I'm enjoying it. My journey with you all. I'm enjoying uh how I'm feeling. What's today's date? It is the 16th. I don't even, today is the 16th, right? Or the 17th? 17th. 17th. The day is the 17th. Today is the 17th. Yes. Thank you, Sinead. Thank you. Today is the 17th. So, yeah. So, yeah, what a beautiful day, y'all. And I'm going to start it out beautiful. The 17th. Thank you. Beautiful day, the 17th. So I'm gonna ask all you guys make this day your day. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm thankful, so grateful and so thankful for everything that's happening in my life, things that I'm experiencing, and I feel truly blessed. I feel I posted some stuff. I posted Hebrew 11 in my community wall. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, evidence of things unseen. Um, and that was correlated with what I was experienced this morning. Uh, and just declare and decree that just be faithful in everything. Hold on to your faith. Be a believer. Uh, Even if you don't see it, just believe it. Whatever you're asking, whatever you're praying on, I'm here to tell you stay faithful. And like I say, it's okay. It is okay. It's going to be okay. So, whatever, I'm not sure whom this is for, but for myself personally as well, stay in faith. Stay faithful. Hebrew 11, right? Stay faithful. Promise. It's a promise, right? So yeah, that's my word for the day, y'all. Check it out, Hebrew 11. Um so yes, yes, Yes. And God bless y'all. And I'll see y'all on the other side. God willing, and the creek don't rise. I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Definitely is for you, Shanae. Well, we declare and decree this is what's happening. Whatever you're standing on, whatever you're praying for, whatever is out there that you're waiting on, it's already happening. It's already in motion. It's already in motion. It's already set. Just stand by. And this is Justice Reacting. I'm out. I'm trying. Hey, Willette, how are you? I'm hanging out here, about to get up out of here, Willette. But thank you for coming in, and thank you for being a member of the Justice League, Willette Lee. Nice to see you. I'm on my way out, guys. I hope you guys once again will check out the replay. And once again, guys, you guys be blessed, be awesome, and I'll see y'all soon.